It's the rundown. Francis in, Dave is out. He's in St. Louis for the Cup. Today's episode is brought to you by Body Armor, premium sports drink that provides superior hydration, packed with electrolytes, coconut water. You know that's very trendy and fancy.
It is.
Vitamins, heard of them? Get a lot of vitamins here.
Vitamins is what they say in England.
Vitamins, do they really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
They also say advertisement.
I've actually never been, but I know, Francis, you've been to England a bunch. Yeah.
I've been there a bunch. Yeah.
You should have a British accent.
Yeah.
It would just
Congrats
fit
on
your
Liverpool, by the way.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah.
That
You
was
never
fun.
walk alone, or no?
Yeah, you'll never walk alone. Me and John Feidelberg.
I was a
Fights walk
Liverpool
alone.
fan. Then I
You
bought
bought-
a
You
team.
bought Swansea, yeah.
Sorry.
That was a bad investment.
Well, I'd still
tons
bought
of
a
different flavors. I got orange mango here. You had
Fruit
banana,
punch.
fruit punch. We
Orange
got
mango.
strawberry banana.
Strawberry
It's
banana is the
delicious.
best.
Rapoli knows what he's doing.
For
Electrolytes
yogurts.
and all that shit. So go drink it. You know who probably was drinking Body Armor before his big fight? He ate a Snickers and drank some Body Armor. Andy Ruiz is, I'm going to say he's my favorite athlete ever because my actual favorite athlete ever is Bartolo Colon. But this guy is
Yep.
just Bartolo Colon as a boxer.
As a boxer, yeah.
I mean, it's actually genuinely one of the best stories ever. It's truly a Rocky script. And everything from how fat he is, to the fact that his name is Andy, to the Snickers, to his post-game, his post-fight Knicks jersey. He's very well
How
spoken.
he got the fight, he Instagram DM'd the promoter.
Just like, hey man, I'll actually
Sucking
fight
in
him.
at the fucking weigh-in was so funny.
so bad. That was
So
the biggest
funny.
suck-in I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You could tell every single time, every knockdown, all four of them, he was like the most surprised guy in the
Yeah.
joint. It was just an all-time upset. And then I expected like some Nate Diaz out of him. Like I thought he was just gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And afterwards, when he was just like, I got like two really good parents, and
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the opportunity. He's just such a
ate a
nice
Snickers.
guy.
Yeah. He looks like he should be driving in like a low-riding Cadillac and
Oh, yeah.
intimidating people in LA.
Are you worried though that this is like the tipping point? Like fat guys can like being chiseled all that time you spend in the
You're
gym.
canceled.
It's kind of a
over for you.
waste.
It's over. For
No,
you.
Like it's kind of you
no.
wasted your life.
Like imagine if you just ate a Snickers every
oh,
single day
I'm
instead of
Francis, I
like
can squat. Well,
yeah. Nobody
Andy
cares,
Ruiz will
dude.
come and kick your ass.
Yeah, but when Andy Ruiz goes to the beach, he's still not, getting any good looks.
Well,
He's got the
Shit.
belt on
$7
with
million
$7 million.
bucks he
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so women, that's just a totally separate issue.
That's like
just
half
women
as
only
much money
caring
as
about-
Francis has, though.
Yeah,
So-
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fine.
Okay.
But Andy Ruiz,
But the baddest man in the earth for a day. Like that is the heavyweight champion.
heavyweight champion,
Is
period.
the baddest man
I'd
on
still
earth.
rather be Anthony Joshua.
What?
Absolutely.
Oh,
With that
come
body
on.
and the
That
money
body.
that he has, and
I mean, I guess he has more money than Andy Ruiz, but come on, Andy Ruiz, like
He's a
the
fucking
common
hero,
man.
dude.
Yeah,
And
hero.
Put it this way: Anthony Joshua walks in the room right now. Everyone goes, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah.
For like pretty much forever. He opens his mouth with the accent. Nobody likes that. Andy Ruiz, for everywhere he ever goes, he has the best story in the room. He has the best personality in the room.
Yeah.
He's got. I mean,
It's-
I understand where you're coming from, but just know that everyone's gonna hate you.
Yeah, because for one night, this guy, who obviously he's still like, I mean, we
great
got to
fighter,
put it
like,
all
yeah.
into perspective. When we say he's out of shape, he's like obviously in pretty damn good shape to be fighting.
Still a heavyweight champ. Yeah.
Right, right. He's just flabby. But for one night, this guy was the baddest man on earth.
Yeah.
Like he achieved it all.
It's, I guess in some ways, yeah, it's great in the near term for boxing because it's a great story and a great image. However, we were preparing for that Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder massive showdown, which was supposed to
Well,
revitalize the
now you
heavyweight
know
division.
why he was ducking.
Yeah, but Andy Ruiz, saved Anthony Joshua's
Look at
life.
you,
actually.
like Boxing Insider. Now that you're on
I
Barstool
read
Sports.
before
Been
this
around
rundown.
large,
When
yeah.
you told me I was on the rundown, I said I better prepare. And then I did.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like in the NCAA tournament when there's upsets, and that's great, but then you miss out on the big marquee match.
Right, then you got George Mason playing Kentucky
Final
or
Four,
something.
yeah.
like
Well,
that.
here's the question: do you think Anthony Ruiz will fight
I hope not.
Anthony
No,
Wilder?
he's got it.
Deontay
So,
Wilder?
Boxing's such a mess with the belts. That
well,
it's
Anthony Joshua has an automatic rematch.
against
Andy Ruiz. So,
Yeah, okay.
and it's in England. So
right.
now, if he beats him
If
a
he- I
second
was gonna
time,
say.
then he's all time.
Yeah.
Then it's like, then it wasn't a fluke. and it's
That
an
would be
incredible
nice.
performance. But this is how it works in boxing. Anthony Joshua will probably win.
Also, that dude probably didn't really take this seriously, right? So when
Right.
he takes it seriously, I
Right.
would imagine he's gonna
It
stop
was
him.
so weird. It was such a weird fight. It was almost like it ended more like an MMA fight. Like you've
Right.
seen
Yeah.
that happen in MMA where a guy gets hurt and then the other guy just goes at him without even thinking, I need to protect myself, and then catches one. And he really just looked like he quit. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we all saw it, but like,
that stoppage was weird. The ref was like, "Give me something, dude." He just
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
fucking give him anything.
so I would like to see a better fight. And I will also add that Anthony Ruiz proves that theory that you can be an
Wait,
incredibly
Andy Ruiz or
Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's actually fair though, because Anthony Joshua,
Oh, what
like
a
fuck
stupid
that
name.
name.
What a
Yeah.
stupid name.
Two first names
Two
there.
first very
Terrible.
hoity-toity names. I hate
Very.
that guy. But you can be very in shape cardiovascularly
And not look it.
inside while covered
Right.
in
That's like Dan,
fluffer
right?
There's a
nutter.
six-pack somewhere under there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Deep
I
down.
have a friend who can run like a 5:30 mile, but he looks like
Fat as
shit.
Yeah.
See, that to me is that guy. That sucks.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
Right.
That really does.
Yeah. It
Unless
does.
you
You're
can-
telling people that unless you can like hustle
Prove
people
it?
for money.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Like
what's
that
the
means you have
point?
to be like, all right, I have to go run a mile right
Like
now.
no one works out to be
Like, no one wants to
like in
prove that.
cardiovascular shape. They work out to look good.
Unless
Right.
you're like actually of the age where you're still playing sports, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather just be fat all the way around. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even want to be able to run the 5:30 mile.
And-
Because that's just like teasing yourself. It's like,
and-
why do I look
Yeah,
like this?
and does he run? He runs like
He
regular-
runs. That's all he does, and he has a real problem. Like he'll eat one bad meal and it will show up
Damn.
immediately.
And he's in your friend group?
Yeah, not for long.
I was gonna say.
We're
He's
not
kinda
allowed
fun.
to-
Do you
sort of
tell
not
him
allowed
to
to
get out of the
stand next to me.
Instagram pictures where you
I told him like wear
the
a
boys
shirt.
are at the
Sure.
boat? Yeah, on
you also-
Montauk.
Don't you feel that elevates you?
Absolutely.
The ugly friend
Yeah,
factor. I'd say
absolutely.
Yeah,
take your
but-
shirt off. Come
But
on.
what I'm thinking of is like when Francis is with his boys, like in Montauk, like you can't
We're a pack.
have that one fat guy.
Same colors. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but it's just also like, hey, look at me, girls. Like, you don't think I'm that hot, but like, now I'm really hot.
Right.
You just need someone else to wear a T-shirt, so at least there's
Girls
two
love
T-shirts.
doing that. They love posing
yeah.
next to
I
their
guess that's
super ugly
more
friend.
girls than it is guys. The ugly friend factor for a girl, the UFF will bump you up like a point and a half.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, for guys, usually the fattest guy's the funniest.
Right.
That's true. Guys like
Fat-
to
it's the
pose
fat guy
next
that
to
the
their
girl wants the
shortest
friend.
friend.
Yeah, that's clutch.
Yeah.
That's the big.
That's
Yeah.
clutch. That's
Yeah.
why we hang around Dave. To the NBA, Warriors. All is right. They kind of bounce back in a big way. 18-0 run at one point. Just
Yeah.
when the Warriors come out in the second half, if you're not ready, you get Anthony Joshua. You just get fucking snuffed in the face, and you don't know what happened. And then the aftermath, Drake in the tunnel with Klay Thompson.
The Bay, Aubrey. You weren't talking tonight, were you? Oh, man.
It's okay. You guys work down this way. Keep your head up. It's okay. It's okay. That's my one. Yeah. And you squeeze that, by the way. We'll be all right. And you squeeze that. See y'all. You play nice man.
That was light work, too.
Your head up.
Lucky I popped my head.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
We got you.
Yeah, be back.
Saying, well, we'll see you in the Bay, Aubrey. You weren't running that mouth tonight, you bum ass. I love what Drake's doing. I know it's like insufferable and he, in a vacuum, is being obnoxious, but the storylines that are coming from it are so much better.
Yeah.
Like that moment was awesome. The Kevin McAllister troll jersey, hoodie with Macaulay Culkin responding on Twitter. Like
I
without
still don't
that, we would just
understand
be
that
talking.
hoodie.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Can you explain the Kevin? Like I know the quote. I know
Yeah.
it's his mom in the airport being like, "Where is he?"
I think that it's like he's missing.
But
Kevin's
Kevin
missing.
McAllister wins in
Oh.
the end.
Yeah, it's not. I know what you're
Okay.
saying. It's not that well
missing.
thought out, but I think it's like Kevin's missing. Like, where's Kevin?
Well,
We don't know
it
where
is
Kevin
pretty weird that that's what Drake is
What it
leaning
should have
on.
been was a picture of his mom doing the Kevin, because she's the one who's like, "Where's Kevin?"
Yeah.
Then it would have made a little more sense.
Or-
but either way,
yeah.
it's not a very well thought out plan because Kevin McAllister does prevail in the end.
Right.
But
Right.
all that being said, it's like he's, I liked the Kawhi your tears out or Kawhi your eyes.
He should have
Like
done.
I like the trolls. that he's-
Here's one for you, Drake. Do a 2015 championship photo of the Warriors. Put
Yeah.
that on the back
yeah,
of the
yeah,
sweatshirt.
yeah. Right.
You know what I
right.
mean?
I mean, I love even that he has to cover up the tats with the fucking
Yeah.
armband. It's like he knows. He's very self-aware.
Why did he get those tattoos anyway?
So lame.
You get another man's like number tattooed
That's-
on you?
That's super strange if you're not like, even
A
if you're like from the
diehard
Bay.
Warriors
Even
fan.
like, I'm not gonna get like the Mets tattooed on me.
Yeah, but
You
like
know
if
what I
you
mean?
were a tattoo guy,
Yeah.
you probably would. You'd have like Keith Hernandez.
I guess.
He's like,
You'd have,
yeah. Hat
you'd have
on
a
your
bunch
back.
of religious stuff on there too.
Oh, yeah, big
because
time.
you're
Bro,
big
I
on
would
that.
get a.
Big Jesus guy.
I'd get like a Javi Baez like full back tattoo.
You might get a yarmulke.
That'd be,
I would get a, you know
tattooed
what?
on my head?
We talked about.
That would be really funny.
Just but how would you do?
Then you wouldn't have to
Oh,
wear
like if I
one.
shaved.
Yeah.
If I shaved my head.
Yeah, then
and
let
then
it
got
grow
it.
out.
I'm sure there's someone out there who's got that.
That's
Definitely.
good.
We were actually talking about this. I would get like a Bartolo like silhouette of him hitting the home run, like a Jordan
Yeah,
man of
so
him
we
swinging.
would.
All
So
right.
we just proved ourselves wrong. Very
I
quickly.
wouldn't
But-
because of my
But
body.
I wouldn't get a Bartolo.
You don't have any tats?
I don't have any tats.
I would.
course
If
not.
I had I think the opposite. If I had that body, I'd be tatted.
You know what
but
it
he's
is?
a pussy.
It's a skin tone thing. Humbly,
Yeah, and the
I
pussy
am
thing.
so white that it shows up very, very jarringly,
yeah,
and I just don't think I can deal.
You should
deal
get
with that.
tattooed tan, full body.
Oh, that's like a full body blackface.
No, I didn't say blackface. I said
tan face.
Okay.
Like
so,
my skin tone.
Actually, do
that's
everything.
so
Gorgeous.
different to color.
Do
in my
everything
skin.
but your face, and then you can't be blackface.
I think you just
Right
get
after that.
tanned.
I'm
You just
I'm
get
black
a
from the
fake
neck down.
tan.
How do you do you tan
Just
at
get a
all?
fake tan.
By the end of the summer, you'll say, "Oh,
You'll-
he's got
no,
some
you-
healthy color." That's what I get.
Yeah,
Healthy color.
he gets the freckles really show.
They do.
That's what they
The
say.
freckles, what they do is they just grow
They're
together.
Oh, your freckles are
like
showing.
Pangea,
That's what,
and
that's
then
what
all
you
of a
say
sudden,
to
your
ginger
freckles
people.
All right, you guys got to lay
They're
off.
tan.
All right, this is getting real intense here. Okay. I feel like
Hey
I'm a
man,
hot dog
hey,
here.
did you get some sun this weekend? Your
I did.
freckles are really
Played
out.
in the golf tournament. Loved it.
Did you win?
No, we came in third.
Damn.
You know who we lost to?
Who?
Brad Richards,
Oh.
hockey player.
Yeah.
Heard of him, yeah.
Good looking dude.
Yeah, good friend of mine now too.
Oh really?
I got his
not?
number.
He's got he won a ring with the Hawks.
Text
Won
him.
2 rings.
Yeah, with
Text him.
the
Hey,
20 years
If you're
from
such
now.
good friends, text him right now.
He gave me his landline and his business card.
Right.
I tried texting. I got a
Untuck it.
notification. Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a free
he
ad.
looks like this guy, yeah.
But it wasn't he
He's a big
model?
untucked guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
model.
handsome guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of, to the NHL, the Bruins stomped the fucking shit out of the Blues. I kind of got like hyped up when the Blues won that game, and then not so much. Not so much. That was abuse, man.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
And
it was.
And I mean, YP was so excited, and they just annihilated
Oh,
them.
that
it was a
was-
massacre.
Yeah.
I'm really, I mean, when YP tweeted, I just want to evaporate, I felt that. When he tweeted that, I felt that. Those moments, especially when Dave is just like right on top of you while it's happening, you just want to die.
Here's a good thing. He didn't have Dave right on
Yeah,
top of him. He
right,
didn't
right,
have the
right.
camera right in his face because
Yeah.
that's an all-time like.
That's when you,
He would've been-
that's when
he
you
would've
almost
been-
punch somebody.
Yeah, he would have been saying shit before the game that would have been looking real bad once he started
Real
getting
bad.
smoked.
You know, I was watching that game with some hockey people, Bruins fans.
Brad Richards.
No,
Oh.
we were done, and these guys, hockey fans are so weird. Like the Bruins go up 2-0, and everyone's like, oh. 2-0 lead, worst lead in sports, and then they went up 3-0, and they're like, "Oh, it's even more dangerous."
I love
now.
that shit.
And then it went up to like 5-1, and then it was like 5-2, and they were like, "Here we go."
Yeah.
You know, and they ended up winning in a blowout, and they were like, "Yeah, so much closer than that." And I was like, "No,
it
fucking
wasn't.
wasn't."
No, it
Yeah.
fucking
Well, that's
wasn't.
just the intensity of playoff hockey makes you feel that way. But yeah, it is funny that the 2-0 lead, I understand it, and I actually kind of agree with it a little bit. But I actually think
Funny
there's some
statement.
people out there who like, I'd rather be up 1-0 than 2-0.
Here, I have a question for you
Like,
guys.
what?
Do you think that hockey is a sport, perhaps more than any other, where it is not always the case that the better team in the series wins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hot goalies.
exactly.
Yeah.
I
for
think
sure.
I make the argument
Baseball's also like
that
that.
it's too much the other direction. That like I think it's the Tampa Bay Lightning had a historic
Yeah.
season and they get rewarded with the 1 seed and it's like, but that's not even that
Yeah.
much of a reward. To me, it's almost too much of a crapshoot with who has the hot goalie and the hot hand.
Yeah.
Right.
And it makes the 82 game season like pointless. you know?
Irrelevant.
Yeah, somewhere in between the NBA and NHL would be the perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
baseball is very much like that too because you
base-
have teams can just not hit or a
Right.
pitcher can just
Yeah, I mean,
go
if you
out
go
of
cold
his
for
mind.
a week,
Yeah.
which
Right.
happens,
Right.
you're
Right.
fucked.
So yeah, your best player in baseball, theoretically your pitcher can't play every game.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
the thing
And
too.
that's
yeah.
a big thing.
Yeah.
And then in hockey, for me, if it goes to overtime, it might as well be a fucking coin flip.
Oh yeah.
It's a shootout.
Especially when you get to like double and triple overtime and it's like
and it's just like
there's
who
a drunk out there.
Yeah, who is least tired,
Yeah.
who's just able to stay on their feet. Over to
Good
soccer.
sports talk.
I'm doing
Great
so
sport.
well.
You're
Now,
killing it
better
right
we
than
now.
I
keep it
thought.
going. We
You're
got a little
killing it.
soccer segment
Dude,
here.
you're
Soccer.
killing it.
Yeah.
Soccer, man. A little footy.
Liverpool.
Hottest chick. This has got to be the hottest streaker of all time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, I've never seen one hotter. She was pumping, and what a woman too, because she was pumping her boyfriend's YouTube prank channel slash Dan, his porn website.
Is that what? It's one in the.
Wait, does she?
the same?
No, I think
Wait, she does?
two separate things. No, her boyfriend. Hubs, does she do? She does porn?
Not like porn.
Not hardcore porn.
There's a scene in
What
some
does that-
TV
what does
show
that
where
mean?
she
What does
flashes
that
her
mean?
breasts.
But
All
what
right,
is
but
it? She
is
doesn't
she
do
having,
porn.
Is she having sex on camera?
I don't think so. No, but like she flashes people and shit. I think on there. All the
Well, here's the thing. Give it like a week.
yeah.
What's the name of that website? Just curious.
Vitaly Uncensored? I think it's called.
Vitalian Uncensored.
never
So
heard
he's a
it before.
prankster,
Yeah.
a trickster, and a prankster, and also a porn producer.
Interesting.
And she's out there running around in the one piece with her titties out,
Yeah.
repping for her man.
And wearing
What a woman.
the piece so far up her vagina.
Love it.
That was the part I
Love it.
couldn't understand. There was one picture that every publication posted, and you could see the
Everything.
entirety of both labia.
You couldn't see
Big
the,
time labia.
No, you couldn't see the. I guess the inner lips is where it becomes.
starts to change color.
Yeah, right.
I thought I could a slightly
You did?
darkened labia. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the outer lips, that's not porn, but when you get the inner lips, now.
Is it like areola versus
Right.
actual nipple?
Right, you can, yeah. If you see the nip, that's too much. If you see the
It's
areola,
not safe for work.
Right.
A very fine
There's
line.
an important distinction here.
Yeah. I feel like you're thinking. I'm excited to hear what you
I don't
have
like
to
the
say.
anatomy talk.
No.
Like
The
the word
labias?
labia makes me upset. Casey's over there freaking out because
Is that
whenever we talk
anatom-
about jerking off
Okay,
on
sorry.
TCK, she just
We'll
shuts
use the
down.
scientific term, pussy lips.
Yeah, there we go. If you said pussy, I'd be
the,
more
the
comfortable.
outer hoof.
No,
of
I know
the
what you're
camel
talking about. But
toe.
see,
Pussy
on,
lips.
Hoof's not better.
on the
Hoof is
radio
better.
show, they talk about their dicks for hours, and I make that face.
And we can't say labia.
No, you
Yeah.
can say it.
I mean,
Equal
I,
opportunity.
I,
Yeah,
think
right.
if
You
I
can
was
say
saying,
it.
if I was
He
talking
just
about like
looks
my
disgusted.
penis, I would be disgusted. But if I'm talking about just like jerking off, you can't just be like, I can't talk about
You were talking about if your dick curves today or not.
Oh,
Does
does
yours?
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine's more bent.
Evan Stone.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone
Wait, what
knows
is-
that
Ooh,
guy's got
Levi
a foot.
Cash.
It was
Levi
like that.
Cash.
Yeah.
Levi Cash aims right. He
What
plays
is-
a hook. You know what I
What
mean?
is bent versus curved?
It starts left but stays left.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just like it's
Yeah, it's like
sprouting out of
it's
like the wrong
it's not
spot.
a, yeah, it's not like you're hitting a draw
It's
shot.
a pull.
Got it.
It's
Yeah.
just a straight
Yeah,
pull.
you're just lined up incorrectly.
Then okay, maybe
You
I'm
hit
bent
it
too,
straight.
then.
You just didn't get right down the fairway.
Yeah, as long as they hold it, it's fine. But if
Right.
I'm coming straight at
I
it with
think
no
I'm-
hands, I'm
right.
in trouble.
No, I'm think I'm like dog leg left. I'm
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
It's
yeah.
it's a
no,
curvature.
there's no action. There's no English.
My left, you're right.
Yeah, no English, just a straight pull.
And you're straight?
No, I probably have a little left too.
I think
you go.
everybody,
Yeah.
I think everybody goes left
We
too,
like
by the
to
way.
see, yeah.
And maybe in
Well, on
Australia
this
they go
side of
right.
the on this side of the
Australia,
hemisphere.
they
Well
go
said.
right.
Well said.
So shout out to that streaker. You're a real one. I would put a ring on
Nice
that girl.
labia. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Can you say that?
I
Can you
think
say
you
nice
can.
labia?
Nice labiums.
I think that was the
What's the
point of
plural?
her being out
Labiae
there.
with an AE.
It's just lay by.
Oh, okay. Lay by.
Okay.
Labia.
Like to lay by her labia. If you know what I mean? With my face.
That was funny. That was good.
That was pretty awesome.
last
she got all the way to
video-
the middle of the field.
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
we're in the
yeah.
middle of
How
yeah.
do you tackle that woman, though?
yeah,
I'll tell you.
they didn't.
I mean, that's
She let up.
That's
Yeah.
got to be a. Are you happy as the security guard? Because you're like, hey, or are you like, I don't know what to do now. Like,
Yeah, I
think
think
it's
it's.
that.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got these dudes, these slinky wizards. I think this is just like the coolest thing I've ever
Still
seen.
talking about dicks?
I hope. I bet. I hope so. I bet these guys are slinging it around town. If these guys aren't getting laid from this, that's a goddamn crime. They are fucking. They're magicians.
Okay. So awesome video.
Don't you slander these fuckers.
Hold on. I'm just gonna say something. Those guys, very cool. What they're doing, cool video. But like, part of me sees it and I'm like, how many hours did they do this without the video? That sucks. Like they've been slinking for like 5 years.
Yeah, but that's just
In
like. Have you ever?
that's-
If I throw
like,
you
hey,
a
you
slinky
get
right
you
now.
get done with work. Let's slinky a little. Let's practice our slinky moves.
No, because if I throw you a slinky right now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do the accordion. You're
Yeah,
gonna do
but that's
that,
all
and
you
and you're
do.
gonna enjoy it.
That's all you do.
But you're not sitting there like, oh, I can't. I don't want a slinky right now. You're like, ooh, look at that slinky. There's such a novelty, and these guys just get so good at it that they can do that.
Yeah, but I guess my point is that that's the peak. They got a video for 15 seconds. Like.
Well, that's why I'm
There
saying
might
I'm
be-
hoping they're getting laid off
There's a
it.
slinky.
There could be more
league.
to it than we are
Slinky
aware.
league?
Exactly.
Or
Yeah,
like a
an
slinky
like a
endorsement?
breakdancing battle. It turns into like a movie like Stomp the Yard. That kind of
Zoolander is
thing.
what you're thinking of.
No, I meant Stomp the Yard.
No, Zoolander.
Hey, your reference. No.
What happens in breakdance fighting?
No, they have like the underground like.
They had like a walk-off,
walk-off.
right?
It's
They
the
do.
break. Oh, it's the break. Oh, you're right. And they do breakdance in it.
So you can. You're right. I
Yeah.
was right.
We'll call it even.
I don't even know if I was right. I just like to whenever someone says a movie, I just say a completely random movie to try to just.
That's a
Throw
good
off
game.
Yeah.
There's a move, one move in the Slinky video that was my favorite when he's passing it to. They had an amazing chemistry. by
Oh,
the
yeah.
way.
Oh, yeah.
They were always there to catch it
Those
without
guys are
very
Slinky
without a
When he does
point.
it off his back.
That was it.
Yeah,
the
that
one
was
where he
sick.
bounces
They're like
it off
Stockton
of his
Malone.
back. I
Yeah.
was trying to think, how did he create such a shelf on his back that it was able to go perfectly off?
It was
of it?
perfectly flat. It was unbelievable.
It was like that cover.
And-
But see, that's my
I'll
point.
tell you what.
You just got my point. How many times did they practice that move? That's pretty awkward. Being like, hey, bro, make your back a little bit straighter. I gotta get this slinky off of it.
By the way, that was with one
That's
of
a
those.
lot of
Have a
practice.
nutty
That was
spine.
like 10,000 hours to get that move.
It was cool.
Okay, but I'm just saying, I want to
And-
see the like
and they
all
did
the
it all
attempts.
with one of those bitch-ass plastic
that
2019 Slinkies. You give those guys the metal ones,
Oh, yeah.
they'll probably kill a man with
Yeah,
that
that's
thing.
true.
I'd love to see those guys bring that to like Electric Daisy Festival, one of those.
Imagine
yeah.
you get
It's
some, everyone on
just in
drugs
front of
watching
somebody's
you.
face.
Oh my God,
Watch
that would be
them.
like the greatest thing you've ever seen.
It'd
If
be
you were
another
rolling-
viral video. That's what they should do next.
Well, if,
Yeah.
if a
Slinky on drugs.
band is like maybe not doesn't have enough hits, they bring the slinky guy out to just basically stand in the middle of the stage.
Oh yeah. If
That's
I,
what
if I
we
was a
do.
techno DJ,
Cool.
I would have my song would just be called Slinky.
Yeah.
And it would be like a great techno beat, and that guy would just travel with me wherever I go.
Cool. Cool.
Last up, spoiler alert. So turn it off if you don't want to be spoiled. Jeopardy James.
This is like hurts for you to get
Jeopardy
out.
James. I mean, it really does. It upsets me. It really upsets me. Jeopardy James loses on the day he was going to break Ken Jennings' record.
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
I don't even understand how it's
I
possible.
honestly, that makes me think.
Wow.
I actually think he threw it. I really do.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why yet, but there's
You're
a
gonna get
reason
to the
why.
bottom of this.
Yeah, like Jeopardy James. I'm wondering if like maybe there's more to gain by having a dramatic loss, like. 'cause
He is
plays
that
the
type of
odds.
mind.
Yes, he's not in it for the glory. He's in it for the money, and so that would lead you to believe, oh, I'm just gonna keep winning. But maybe if there's like, all right, I'm gonna lose dramatically, and that's gonna lead to like this appearance or like this chapter in the book that I write is gonna be great, so that there's just got to be some reason because he gets Final Jeopardy correct and just modestly bet. It's something he never does.
Oh, I didn't realize
Oh,
that.
yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't-
you're
and Alex,
right. That
Alex
stinks.
even says
That
he's like
stinks.
what?
So he did an interview with Rebel. Like it was he purposely did that so that he couldn't get passed by third place. He's like he knew the only way he could win is if the girl ahead of him got it wrong. So
Oh.
he's like he was hoping that she would get it wrong.
Okay.
He would pass her, and he's like if he overbet, then the guy behind him would pass him. So
Okay.
it was like a
All right.
calculated decision.
That's different. All right, then in
Don't
that
no,
case,
cut
yeah.
that part.
Yeah, that's
I
just
like what
saying.
you were doing.
Yeah. No, I think he threw it. There was
Facts.
some.
Yeah, no, Tommy ruined the story there. Kevin was like on to something.
There's
big.
also.
I was
he
like sitting
said-
there like, yeah, you're right.
How
You
about
got this.
He also said that he told his daughter when they lose, when he's finally done, they would throw a party. And so she was kind of like, she wants this party. So he was doing it for his daughter. He was doing it out of respect for
There's
Ken
something
Jennings.
up,
And he
you're
was
right.
calculating.
There's something up.
I'm just telling you, he just doesn't do this. He just
Either
doesn't-
way, Kevin, this is my point with Jeopardy. The fact that it's been played in 4 states in the morning,
Yeah, it sucks.
you can't trust Jeopardy.
No.
Like the fact that
Well, they
people
never
had
they never
already
had
seen it,
this, and now it's like
but that's ridiculous.
they should have once he was on to something, they should have like shut it down, and it should have been a live event, like
Yeah.
sports. Like you know, if you're on the West Coast, you got to tune into sports at a weird hour, like whatever.
Yes.
Everyone's got to watch Jeopardy at this moment because we got too much of a.
It's insane that it airs in
sucks
the
that it got
morning.
spoiled.
Where?
At like Alabama,
Yeah, it's
some other
weird.
state. Because I remember I watched a couple of Jeopardy James, and I was like, you know, I'm not a big Jeopardy guy, so I was getting a little excited, and people were just tweeting me what happened. I was like, how the fuck do you know?
Well, it also happens just on a very small scale. We've seen it before. The 7 versus 7:30. Like in New York, it's Jeopardy at 7, and in Boston, it's Jeopardy at 7:30.
Right.
So even just on that level, it's all mishmash.
There's all kinds of shit that it's
Yeah,
all over the place.
It's annoying. It was an all-time run. It like actually upsets me that he didn't break this record.
Yeah, I could see it.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, so Ken Jennings, I guess, is still the GOAT because he has the most money and he has, the most appearances.
Yeah.
So, and obviously,
he probably drives
average
he
winnings,
probably drives a
James
Tesla.
trounces them.
What does he do next? What does James do
He's
next?
a professional gambler.
dude.
He just
He's gonna
lives, he
take
lives
all
in
his
Vegas
money
he
and
just
win
gambles.
more money.
Yeah.
But he's so brilliant. His library of trivia knowledge is so vast that he would have to apply that to another game show, I would think.
I would hope.
Nah.
Like I want to see him try his hand at, Millionaire.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he would be able to rattle through Millionaire like no problem.
Tommy, any thoughts?
On him? Well,
What
I don't
would
know
he do
about
next?
Millionaire. I think he was so smart because of his betting strategy and
Yeah.
how fast
And
he was on the
also-
buzzer. So I
yeah.
don't know if that would play for Millionaire.
He wasn't an expert in anything. He said that he actually studied by going and reading children's books.
That's fucking
That's just
horseshit.
an asshole.
No.
thing to say.
I watched some of it, and he's answering incredibly.
No, but
inside
his
questions.
idea was like having basic knowledge of everything instead
Yeah,
of
but
like.
but his basic knowledge is
Yeah,
deep
no, of
knowledge.
course it was
How-
deeper than
How
Yeah.
much money do you think you could win on Jeopardy?
Not that much.
zero.
I don't even know if
Negative.
I'd
Can you
win
lose?
one
Yeah.
round.
Well, how about this? Forget about winning. Like, if we were to watch and you're just rattling off answers sitting on your couch, how many questions per episode do you think you get right?
So how many episodes total are there? Or excuse me, how many questions?
Let's say there's
Five,
5 or 6 columns with 5 or 6
Six.
categories, so like 30,
30,
60.
I could probably, I would think if I had the buzzer to myself, maybe I could get half.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I would
though.
just do the reverse to try to go viral. You know when they always have like the nerd who can't answer a
worst
sports
answer.
question?
Yeah.
It'd be like, this composer did this in the year 1382. I'd be like, Paul O'Neill.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, look at this fucking idiot.
Right. I just remember we were talking about Jeopardy once before, and Dave was like, Dave was impressed or like didn't think it was possible to get one right. Like he was like, what.
The $100
He was like,
questions are
what are you
pretty
talking about,
easy.
KFC? Like, you think you could get a question right on Jeopardy? And I was like, yeah, I think I could get like
That's so
10,
good.
like on a good
Yeah,
day, like
yeah.
certainly more than one.
I don't think I could get enough fast enough, but like
Yeah.
if I'm sitting and watching Jeopardy, like when I was watching it a couple
Correct.
weeks ago, I probably got like 6 right
Yeah.
before
And then you hope
they
for
said it.
a sports
but I wouldn't be
category or
able to
something like
buzz
that.
it. Yeah.
When you're getting it right on your couch and like
That's a
buzzing
great
in,
point.
totally
Yeah,
different. I might
totally.
go over. I might
Yeah.
freeze up. I might never buzz in on time. But just the actual knowledge,
Right.
I can
Right.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
But
Right.
Final Jeopardy is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I get Final Jeopardy right like twice a
Do
year.
you know the ones that always like blew my mind were music categories where they're talking about like random recordings of songs from the 1960s.
Yeah, that's a bitch.
Stuff like that is just so, you'd have to be a historian of a very specific category.
Or you know what they do too? These motherfuckers will be like, it's a sports category, and they'll be like, like in 1976, like Hank Aaron hit this home run the same date that which countries were feuding over an economic.
Yeah, right.
It's not a sports
Bolivia.
question, you assholes.
Yeah.
It was Bolivia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of politics and
Nailed
war and all that shit,
Ooh, good
we're gonna bring
segue.
my girl Kate on here.
Yes.
Wait, birthday girl, Kate.
She turns 24 today. How are we doing, girl?
Damn. So you
so
illegally served in the military.
Yeah, I did.
you got a nice little
When you were
tan
18.
too.
I do. It's from Afghanistan a few years ago.
Oh, little
Still
gunpowder in the
lingers.
face.
Still lingers.
PTSD, wearing it on your
Whoa.
face.
Okay.
Yes.
I was actually texting with Kate after I was tweeting because I almost felt like I had internet stolen valor by jumping in on this because it was driving me so crazy. So I want you to tell it in your own terms. But ZBT did this interview, and the Blue Check Brigade trying to trash you guys, thinking that you like co-signed these war crimes, is maybe the laziest and worst attempt, seriously, ever to trash Barstool.
We are Zero Block 30 is Barstool Sports' only pro-war crimes podcast. You heard it here first. We love them.
You gave that very
Yeah.
public figure a platform, Kate.
So Representative Duncan Hunter from California was on the record. He's backing these guys who are on trial for war crimes. But he said on our podcast that even if they were innocent, or even if they were guilty, he would still want them set free. And then he just continued on saying when he was in Iraq, he killed hundreds of innocent women and
If not
children.
scores of hundreds.
If not scores. So then he was like
Said
word
scores?
vomiting. Scores?
Scores
if not
is-
hundreds.
yeah,
That,
that's
is,
a
that
fucked
in
up
itself saying
What is the score,
scores
20?
Yeah.
of
No,
hundreds, that's
12?
a war crime.
And so he was like,
score?
so would
Four
you judge
score
me for
and
that?
7
And I
years
was
ago.
like,
20.
Yeah.
It was
a
8.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, it started making news, and then CNN picked up the story and some other major news outlets, and an editor from SB Nation was like, this is the typical trash you can expect
That
from a
fucking
Barstool Sports
dickhead.
site, you know.
David.
And basically a lot of the blue check mark people, without listening to the interview, where
course.
we, even to his face during the interview, we're like, hey, you're wrong. This is super gross, dude.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we have a whole discussion about it. But people were like, classic Barstool giving this war crime apologist a platform, blah, blah, blah. When we actually, he already has a platform. He's
Right,
a
he's a
representative. So we
yeah.
brought him to ours and to call out that it's wrong and shitty. So, yeah.
That's
mean,
really well said.
Thanks.
The
Oh.
no matter where you like, to use that interview on that topic as your ammo for like your blog war is so fucking trash.
Yeah.
And then to assume that somebody was like pro war crimes and put that out there without, like, that's like slander in my mind.
Yeah.
Almost like
Yeah.
they were portraying you guys as co-signing that. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
everybody's
out
so
of,
mad.
out of all the things to comment on without having listened to it, that being the one you choose to like go in on is, it's so lazy and it's so fucked up.
Also, we're veterans. You can't be mad at us.
Yeah.
Except for that
Trump
guy.
card, you
Except for the
sir?
war crime
You can
guy.
be mad at Duncan.
You can be mad at Duncan,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not
yeah,
us.
yeah.
Oh.
Kate, do you find it hard when you have a guest like that on and he's saying some outlandish shit to call him out for it?
A little bit, because I feel like I just want to be polite to everybody.
Right,
And
of
I
course,
don't
of course.
like, as awkward as
Yeah.
I am, I don't like making people uncomfortable.
It's
No,
hard to
you
do what
deserve-
you did.
You
It
deserve
is.
a lot of
Okay.
credit for that. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to call people out.
It is.
Even if they're like dead ass wrong. It's like nobody likes confrontation. So
Yeah.
the fact that you called it out, you did it in an articulate way, and you've got like the resume to back it up. Like, you, of all people, you actually have some experience and can talk about that shit.
Yeah.
For
And it's your
anybody.
birthday.
And it's my birthday.
Fuck yeah, Kate.
Also, can I rewind it to the lady? You missed a keyword when you were talking labias and all that
Oh,
stuff.
good.
Oh, yeah.
I just-
it's
The vulva?
I just wanted to look right in the
Vulva?
camera on the rundown and say
Labiacy?
clitoris.
Oh, is it? Is that what we were talking about?
No, but you didn't say it, and
Oh,
I just
okay.
felt
That's
like
an
it needed to be
important one.
thrown out
That's
there.
a part of it. That's the big mushroom at
Yeah.
the top.
I
that
just
right?
wanted to say that.
And now we're back to
Hey,
Barstool.
thanks for
Like-
having me on.
Kate, you crushed it. All right, and you're yeah.
Yeah, and there
You
you
need
go.
like a big. We need to get the big hook.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the fuck those guys, though, man. That
Yeah,
was so
fuck them.
insane.
Yes.
They're the worst.
And then just by the way, the whole cycle of like, the guy that same guy who called him out then flat out responded, yeah, it was just Barstool, so I just assumed. And it's like,
Bro,
and then when people say like, show me an example of XYZ, they just use articles written by other people who haven't listened to
and
the
they haven't
content.
even read the article probably.
Right.
I was saying on the radio today that some guy called me and PFT out being like, "What do these guys think? Not adding us, okay? On Friday night, like not adding us, just saying it." And then they probably had like 75 retweets, and he goes, "Well, this is blowing up. Fuck you."
So that same guy said,
Get the
so is
fuck
this,
outta
is this
here.
where I should put my SoundCloud
Yeah, oh,
link?
this is
It had,
so
like,
funny.
200 favorites. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
Get
Like,
the
it's not blowing
fuck
up. Shut
outta
up.
here, you
Well,
dicks.
just so
Losers.
you know, 100 retweets is a lot of retweets to some people.
That's not blowing up.
myself included.
Shut up, Francis.
That's a
You
lot of
have
retweets.
You have
100 retweets is-
100,000 followers now.
Yeah, but 100 retweets is still a big tweet for me. That's a
It
big
is?
tweet. Yeah, that's a big tweet. I think.
We'll cut that.
Am I wrong?
We'll edit that.
Yeah, well, that's embarrassing for you.
I wish we hadn't ended like that.